going to start with primer. Actually, no, we're going to start with the serum. Do this in the right order. So I'm starting with Wet n Wild primer base serum. I cannot see. I'll be shining. I will leave all products used in the description of the video. So start with this. And just work that into the skin. I use 3 different primers because my texture on my skin is weird. And I have an issue with some makeups drying out my skin and others putting too much oil in my skin. So I just use the 3 of them all the time because I find it just helps even it out. Because I can never, for some reason, I can't tell which product's going to do it and when they're going to do it. Because, like, I'll have used the same foundation for a year and then suddenly it changes the way it's reacting to my skin. So I just use all 3 of these. I've been using these for a couple of years now. And just by using them all in correlation and letting them seep into my skin, I find that it helps the best. That way, I'm letting them all do something. And I'm being protected in every way possible. I apologize for any faces I make. This is my first time trying to do this on camera, so I will probably take more tries next time than this time, just because I gotta figure out all the ins and outs. Probably tell you what I'm using for these other ones. So for this other one, I'm using e.l.f.'s Poreless Face Primer. Figure out that angle. And then for this one, I'm using e.l.f.'s Poreless Putty Primer. This one, I really just take into my major, like, problem zones, like my under eye, like right in the crease on the nose, upper lip, chin, right in between the eyebrows. And then I go in and take any excess on my fingers and run it over my eyelids. Because I tend to use bright colors every once in a while, and especially then I want that extra layer of protection so that I don't stain my skin. Because I have stained my skin. It does happen. It's why we prime. It's why we set base layers, is so that you don't stain your skin. But don't be afraid if it does happen. It usually just takes a day or 2 to wash out. And usually it's fairly easy to cover. I haven't had an issue with trying to cover up a stain from eyeshadow or anything. And then this. In order to not have to run to the bathroom 50 million times, I have a professional grade hair sprayer, water spritzer, and I just dampen this. I'm gonna blend a little bit, especially into those hard to reach spots. And then prime the eyelids. I'm gonna do eyebrows first. Make sure I do this in the right order. Okay. I need to change the layout. For my eyebrows, I use I don't even know, Absolute New York Perfect Eyebrow Pencil in the shade brown. Actually, I think it might have a specific dark brown. I used the mirror from this palette. Got this nice angled pen application and then the spoolie. And I just take a few strokes, mostly because I find that my hair on my eyebrows has gotten sparse right here, and then it gets really thick. And then go with the spoolie end, brush out, make it look more natural. And there. Just moving out so they're there. That's my eyebrows. I don't usually do my eyebrows, but every once in a while I do. And when I do, so I do them. Oh. And then we're gonna take in and go with the eyeshadow primer. This one's from Beauty Runway, which is a Walmart brand. It's the only eyeshadow primer I have. And I got it for Christmas in one of those Christmas sets. And I usually just do normal primer and then concealer or foundation or something as a layer. And that's usually how I prime my eyelids, but I have this, so I'm going to use it. And I keep forgetting that it exists. I just want to use it up because I like to see if I can tell the difference. And considering I wore normal makeup yesterday, we'll see if this looks good with the look we're doing today. And the look we're going for today is kind of like a sunsetty, reddish, orange, yellowy color. It'll go from bright yellow out to the darker red. Hopefully this looks good. Right, so for all my brushes, I'm using 2 different companies and then some odd and end pieces that I don't know where I got them. I guess a lot more odd and end than I thought. We're going to start off with the Morphe M77, or no, M441 from the James Charles collection. Yeah. I'm going to take my Morphe palette. This is Fierce by Nature, and we're going to go in with this shade here, which is not Trance. We're going to go in with Trance. I'm just going to take that and take that along the top, under the eyelid, eyebrow. And keep that on the other side. I tend to do both eyes at the same time. I know some people do one eye, the other eye off camera. I prefer to do them at the same time so that I'm doing the same motion, keeping them in sync, instead of trying to duplicate whatever I did later, because I find that that gets confusing for me. Next, we're going to go in with I'm going to go in with the color just below that, which is Tempting. I'm going to try and clean off my brush real quick because I realize it's got a lot of stuff left on it from yesterday. Just swirl it around on the napkin real quick. Actually, it does a fair bit to clean that off. Gets all the dried powder off. I need to properly clean them tonight. I just keep forgetting to do it. So I'm taking that shade. I need an actual hand mirror. Going all over the crease with that. Blending it out. I know some people do a circular motion. Depending on how I'm trying to get it to look, like if I'm going really tight in the crease, then I might use a more smaller circular motion, but usually to blend out, I just do like windshield wipers. So yeah. Anyway, I'm looking for other looks you might want to do, so in the comments, leave, no, leave like a specific thing you'd like me to do, or, yeah, this is gonna be an interesting video. I don't know what to say next. Actually, put that one back, and we're gonna use the M433 and a little bit, and we're gonna go in with Ball of Fire here, and we're just gonna take her in the crease, like in the crease, not all over the. Just gonna blend that last shade into the crease more. More. There we go. This into the other eye. Also, let me know anything you think I should alter about this. I do realize my camera and mic are not the best. They're not picking me up well. They're altering my voice. It sounds funny. I am looking at equipment to get a new camera for these and a new mic. However, they're just not in the budget right now, so I'm doing the best with what I have. But yeah. Yeah, anything you think I could do as far as like the way I order things out throughout the video, the way I phrase things, feel free to let me know. If you think I should aim my light, I have facing me slightly different or something. I keep trying to blind myself with it though. Yeah, just let me know. And then we're gonna go in. With Inferno. I'm gonna take that even tighter into the crease. And a little bit more orange. Honestly, I really wish I had the blood sugar palette right now, but I lost it and I hate it. I'm not happy about it. But all I can do is keep an eye out and potentially put it on the shopping list again. But yeah, I wish I could find it because then I would have an easier time doing this look. What? And then we're gonna blend out with fire again. line a little bit more blended and less harsh. There we go. The M506. We're going to go in with warning label. We're going to do one more layer on that crease. Darken it up, define that crease a bit more. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what to say in most of these videos, so another good thing to put in the comments would be things to talk about, or suggestions for things to talk about for the next video. Yeah. I apologize for background noise. I cannot control the neighbor's volume. And they like to be loud. I will probably film earlier in the day from here on out, because it is 4 o'clock here now. But yeah, if I film earlier, like if I film in the morning, they're usually quieter, just because they're not really up yet. So I'll probably do that from here on out. I just didn't know what time to, because I was streaming over on Twitch today was the goal, and then I realized, you know what, I kind of want to do this video, so. And then we start with yellows. So, for yellows, I have 2 different palettes I'm going to use colors from. I have the Revolution palette, Marvelous Mattes. We're going to go in with these 2 yellows. Probably start with this one and then work my way towards the brighter yellow. And then for kind of a goldy tinge, not this one, oops, wrong palette. 1 second. This one is a palette. We're going to do the Ready Set Gold, and I have several options when it comes time to get to that one. But I also remembered I have this other palette that has more pop the colors, so we're going to use this one as well because there's a couple of yellowy shades in there. Right. I'll start with a base layer just to kind of even out so that when I put on the glittery ones, they don't have a sheer coat. I'm going to start the darker shade. I'm realizing it's not sticking very well, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this brush. So we're going to just take some concealer on, it's labeled as a lip brush, but I've never used it on my lips ever. I'm going to take that concealer. I'm just going to pat it where I will be putting the yellow. Not completely covering up the red in the corner because I will be leaving that red. But going from about here, where like maybe a 1/4 of a centimeter in my eyelid, all the way in to the corner of this concealer, if I have enough. Yeah, and then we just pat it out, brush on, pat it out. That way it's tacky and not blobby. And do other eye. Tacky, not blobby. There we go. Kind of like a cut crease, half cut crease moment. Always wipe the excess concealer off so that your brushes don't dry stiff. And then go back in with the yellow eyeshadow. Now we can pack this on. I'll make sure they're about the same. Yep. Grab a smaller brush. Take closer into the corner with that lighter yellow color from the Makeup Revolution palette. I don't have a whole lot of high-end products, so don't be worried about, the price range. I do have a couple that I've bought in the last year or so, but yeah, it's been 8 years now that I've been trying to get higher end products, so I understand the struggle of knowing when to buy stuff. I'm gonna do that in. So I'm taking the lighter shade and kind of just dabbing over the line where they mesh. Just trying to blend them in a bit. And then do that to the side. And coated. Boom. There's yellow. I don't know if it pulls up very well on the camera for your end. It looks really decent from my preview. I'm actually I'm gonna go with the Exotic Pop palette here, and we're gonna go in with actually no, we're not. I can't decide. I don't have any of the names for this palette because the sheet with the names on it disappeared on me. So there's really aren't. There's only one that's yellow. So we are gonna go with the Exotic Pop. It's like, can I make my mind up? Right, so we're gonna go in with Golden Kiss here, up here, and then as we get further in, we are going to blend it in with Lemon. So maybe there you can see. All right. And my trick for making them stand out is I take, where's the white brush? I just had it. There it is. We take our brush. This one is the M224. what we're using. I'm going to go into that golden kiss with it. Make sure it's nice and coated with product. Make sure it's like very coated with product, right? And then we take our setting spray and just lightly spritz the brush. And then I wipe the excess off there so that it doesn't drip down onto my eyes. As it does sting if it gets in your eyeball, and don't ask me why I don't, because that's not fun. Don't like retelling that story. We go here, and then get the other eye, and I've run out of product on my brush, which is why you want to make sure you go in all ham. You really want to not dip your brush in a whole lot once you've wetted it down. Yeah, it'll make it stick, and it almost acts like a glitter glue. But and I'm gonna put a little bit of lemon on there. Just go back and forth a little bit. And get right on the edge here. Like, I'm trying not to go very, more than a half of a centimeter further than where glitter already is. And since I did wet this, I do like to brush it off quickly on a tissue or something. And I'm going to take that M124 that we used earlier, brush off the excess yellow, and I'm going to really dig into that lemon again. Make sure my brush is very coated. Excess setting. Boom. There's that glittery look, shiny yellow. And then we're gonna brush out this again. And I'm going to actually take a red glitter on the outer. Well, not really glitter; they're more of a sparkle than a glitter. This we're going to use the MI16 again. Brush out that dark yellow because that's brush I use for it. And then for that darker red shade, I'm going to go in with melting. I'm going to brush. That's it. Did that on me. Okay, it's fine. Then get on the other corner. There. And I do realize I want to darken up this still here. So I'm going to take the M506 again. I'm going to go into that shade next to Melting Plum. Take that into the crease real quick and kind of just clean up where the glitter overlaps and blend in that darker crease real quick. There's that. Alrighty, that means we are done with eyeshadow for the most part. We will come back in and do our lower lash line, but first we gotta do foundation and all. Where's my foundation? I just had it. I didn't grab it again. Oh, that's we're in a pandemic. I haven't worn foundation in about a year. Yeah, I haven't worn foundation in a year because it just doesn't make sense to me with the face masks and all. I don't have the right shade anymore, so I just haven't gotten around to going to get the right shade. So, yeah, no foundation, but we will conceal. And then I am using it to kind of sharpen up that line. I don't do eyeliner or anything until after concealer because I've messed up my eyeliner by taking concealer over the eyeliner. So then I go in and yeah, I do this a couple different ways, but this is the way I do it when I'm not wearing foundation. So I go in with just the under eye because I have really bad bags. So I get a layer in and then I come in and I go down, make that natural highlighted section. I'm gonna go and get my nose. I like this concealer because it doesn't actually rub off a whole lot. So yeah, forehead area. Yep. That. And that's one shade. I use two different shades. One's to conceal, one's to highlight. I do put the one down as just a base for the other so that it has more chance to stand out. Depending on if I know I'm going to leave the house or not, I will conceal here because I get rather red around there, mostly just due to it being dry, which is why I use 3 concealers, right, the 3 primers right there too. So yeah. But I'm not today because I'm probably going to just take this off in a couple hours and will have not gone anywhere. I have to babysit today, that's why I'm up here. He's asleep or watching TV. I don't know. We go in with this lighter shade. And set that for actual like highlighting. I will conceal and show you why I conceal real quick. Or not conceal, contour. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on the mood I'm in. Yeah. So now that I've finished that, I okay, so for setting powder, I use Airspun loose face powder. Yes, the infamous Flashback Mary stuff from James Charles. However, who uses Flash anymore? I don't. I do not use Flash for any of my pictures. So, and I will murder whoever uses Flash on me because it gives me really bad red eye in pictures. And yeah. Most of the people I do know that will use it are family members that are old enough that they don't think about it. And yeah. Usually, I just don't. I prefer natural light when I can anyway. So, and palette. this everywhere. I'm not used to doing that. For my contour, sometimes I use, I don't want liquid. Sometimes I use okay. Now that I've got it right, I use the Maybelline Master Contour Kit. I really just use the contour shade from it. I have started using the highlight a little bit more, but not my favorite blush at all. And I just dip the brush in. And I go in and I kind of, because it's definitely not my right contour shade, kind of just treat it more like a bronzer. When I can afford it, I have the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Kit palette. I don't know what to call it. And that's what I would normally use. I think I have it, I just can't find it because everything's disorganized right now. Not that one. We're gonna go in. For my nose, I use a small brush. It is an eyeshadow brush. I think it's supposed to be the blending brush for the kit. I have no idea actually what it is, or if there's a name for this type of brush. If I was to compare it to a Morphe brush, I'd say it's kind of similar to, like a cross between the M433 and the M506, like bigger than the M506, like the size of the M433. But the shape of the M506, I like it. And then we're gonna do the harsh lines. There we go. I'm going to contour this right here, brush it up, and there. That's that. And then I go in with, I got this in an Ipsy. I love this shade. I wish I could get it like a full size one, but I can't. Anyway, this is the Tarte Amazon, let me see, where is it? Amazon Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Feisty. Absolutely favorite blush ever. There. I'm just gonna go quick over with the setting powder, blend all those in. To the concealer. Yeah. And then we're gonna go in and do our eyeliner. I don't know how to zoom on this thing. I'm not gonna zoom. I can't zoom. That's gonna be interesting. Not to come into the camera. So, eyeliner today, I am using Essence Super Lost Eyeliner in Matte Black. It is a felt tip brush pen. Usually I use this or their version that has the brush tip. I will use a felt pen from time to time, especially on the go, but they dry out faster, so I don't have any. But we're just gonna do this. I apologize, I will probably make a weird shape with my mouth. I can't see. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to do that. So we're gonna go like this. Oh, that button, the wrong one. I go and I make a line, so I do like a classic eyeliner shape. Like just a classic line. I let this dry and I do the other side. It's a pen, they're usually drier, so I don't usually use this method with a pen. I just do one side and then go to the other side fully. Like I do all the steps. I'm gonna actually, there we go. So there. And then I go in, go out, oh, go out to about here, and then I come and I find where I want the tip, and drag. That's how I make the top. And then the bottom, I go from about where my eyelashes meet, you know, where there's that little gap in between the lower and the bottom lash, and I draw up from there to where I meet the line. And then fill in that little bit. And that is how I do my wing. Depending on if I want more of a curve to the wing, will depend on how I make that bottom line. If I go lower or if I go there. But usually I go to there, to that line, that like spot right in between the lashes, and drag it. If I'm trying to get more of a curved, thicker line, I will go from about where my bottom lash is, and then go up, and then I do a little connecting to my under eye. So I'm gonna do the other eye real quick. I'm gonna yes, that's how I do my eyeliner. This personally takes barely any time. But yeah. So now we're going to go in. I'm going to take that shade that I used earlier to darken from the Exotic Pop Palette. I'm going to take the M158, which is an angle brush, and a spoolie on the other end, but we're going to take the angle brush end. I'm going to go into that plum shade, and I'm going to put my mirror up. I want to take it, and we're going to go right under, right along the waterline, underneath the lashes. We're going to go to about where the lashes end, and I'm going to clean up the edge so that it's not sharp. Do the other eye. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to grab the M506 again. I'm going to dust off the excess. I'm going to use my Nature palette from Morphe. And I'm going to go in with the Ball of Fire again. That one shade we used for the crease. And I'm going to blend out that line so that it's not harsh. Do the same thing on the other one. Alright, sure it connects to that. And there's that. And then now we're going to go in and I'm going to do a highlight. I'm going to do the inner corner of my eye. I'm going to do the under. So for highlight today, I'm going to use the product I already have out. We're going to use the Northern Lights Supreme Frost Pro palette by Jeffree Star. And I'm going to go in with Frozen Gold. You can clearly see how much I've used this palette. I love it. As a Christmas present. Yeah. So for my inner corner, I'm going to take in this detail brush from Real Techniques, which is just kind of this little flathead, really tiny